Okay, welcome everybody to our annual H Sectionals Conference. My name is Brittany Ramsey and I am the Region H Chair. Region H encompasses Ohio, Indiana, and Northern Kentucky. And we are super excited to welcome you all virtually this weekend to help continue making H a home. That is our motto here in Region H, and our Region Student Advisory Committee has helped put on this conference for the weekend, along with our two National Student Advisory Committee representatives as well. We've planned a weekend full of virtual leadership, fellowship, and service events to help as much as we can virtually connect all of the brothers in our region and beyond. I wanted to give a really quick update of the region, just so all of you know what's been going on and what's in the works and what's to come later this year. So to go over some of our region programs, I will start with membership. Membership has been a huge national focus, and that's something that is very much the same on the regional level. We had really low membership numbers across the country hit us last year because of the national pandemic. And fortunately, we have hit under that mark here in Region H. We have still felt a lot of that membership decline here, but not to the same extent. We've had some chapters that have been able to grow their membership in spite of everything that they've been challenged with over the past year. And we have some chapters that have kind of remained flat to the last 2 years as well. So we're fortunate in that realm, but we are also looking towards how to help some of our chapters that have faced the membership decline and some of them are in that at-risk level. So our membership team has formed a subcommittee, and it will have several volunteers on it to focus on the 3 different facets of chapter membership programs. So you should look for more webinar trainings and resources coming from our regional membership committee focused on recruitment, new member education, and retention as well. And the National Membership Committee is putting on so many different resources as well, so they work really well hand in hand. A lot of those trainings and new resources will be available towards July and August to help chapters plan for fall recruitment and fall membership programs coming down the line. We have a brand new extension chair on staff as well. And we also have started 3 new interest groups in just the last few months. We are very close to having our second petitioning group in the region, which is super excited. And it's kind of a race to the finish line right now for paperwork. So we should be having our first virtual petitioning ceremony here in the next couple of weeks, which is really exciting. We have one starting very soon in H6, which is Ohio Wesleyan University. We have another one starting in H1, which is the University of Indianapolis. And then our third is in H2, which is at the University of Evansville. So we have really eager students at all 3 of those schools, and we have reached 5 students and a couple advisors at all of those universities. And we are really just finishing up the paperwork at this point so that we can get them started as an official petitioning group, which is really exciting. So stay tuned for more info on that, and the blast or the invite for those virtual ceremonies will go out to everybody in the region. Moving on to marketing. If you haven't seen it yet, our marketing chair has put together a very beautiful e-newsletter. It comes out every single month, and it has all the region announcements. It has updates from our staff members. It has highlights and meet staff and meet our student members as well, spotlights, and an RSAC update every single month. So if you haven't seen that yet, that's the best place to go find recent and current events. If you're not seeing an email come from a local volunteer, that's the best place to catch up on what's happening and what's new. And those are all listed on our aporegionh.org website. Moving on to our events program. So far, we haven't been able to host any in-person events for the past year at the section or region or national level, but we have been doing quite a bit online. Every single month, we have virtual LFS events for the whole region, and those can be found on our region website. We also highlight those on social media, so if you're ever looking for something to do or a way to connect with our chapters, those are put on almost every single week. So you can check out our calendar every month to see what's happening. Fingers crossed, we will be able to have in-person events safely this summer. Stay tuned to see if we're able to do that or not. But we have tentatively picked out a weekend for our region volunteer conference, and that will be, I believe, the 3rd or 4th weekend in July, and it is scheduled for Columbus. So we flip-flop every other year going to Columbus and Indianapolis to kind of spread the the wealth to both of our states if we can. And our next one is scheduled for Columbus. So stay tuned to see if we can go there this summer. Moving on to alumni relations and advisor development, we will put on a few virtual alumni relations meeting for our region alumni council later this year. We will have to elect another alumni voting delegate for the national convention. And then for our advisor development program, we just launched it in November. We have a complete virtual advisor development training program with 3 different levels, blue, gold, and diamond. And if you are an advisor, new or a current advisor, they are awesome courses that you can take online. We have a couple going on tomorrow. We have the very first one on blue level, which is becoming an advisor, and we have a brand new one, which is supporting chapter diversity, equity, and inclusivity programs. And those are both workshops that advisors and students can go to learn how to continue supporting our chapters. Next, we have our finance program for the region, and this is one that we don't talk about a lot, but we have a lot of exciting things happening on that side of things. We have a brand new finance chair that joined us last year. Her name is Deirdre, and she has helped implement a brand new system for our region on QuickBooks Online. So that was something our voting delegates approved in December, and we've started the implementation this semester. So all of our 6 sections will have their accounts and receipts and budgets and everything listed on that program, and then our region will as well. Right now, the national office operates solely on like Microsoft Excel spreadsheet updates that we get quarterly. And so when we start being able to have events and making purchases and reimbursing volunteers for putting on the events or making the purchases, it will be a lot more seamless of a system on QuickBooks Online. So we're really excited about that, and it will help the section chairs manage their budgets a lot more day to day versus just quarterly. So those are our program updates so far this year. A lot of our goals for this year are going to revolve around our chapter membership support, especially for those couple of chapters that we have at those at-risk membership levels, but just continuing to support all of our chapters with their membership goals, and then obviously turning the focus to retention as much as possible. I think we've been very heavily hitting the mark on recruitment for the last few years, and we're going to make sure that chapters are also focusing on that retention mark so that we're not just recruiting a bunch of members, but we're also retaining the new recruits we're bringing in, and we're retaining our actives and associates as well. Our extension efforts are also a huge goal for us. I would love to start national convention with at least 3 petitioning groups in the region. We have one right now, so I'm hoping in the next few weeks we are bringing on our 2nd and 3rd really quickly. That is something that's going to help our region grow. It's going to help bring more support to our sections that can feasibly handle another chapter at the moment and bring APO to yet another campus. 2 of the efforts are a recharter at U of Indianapolis and the University of Evansville, and then Ohio Wesleyan is a brand new charter. So that's really exciting. Third, one of our major goals has been advisor development and support. This is something the students asked for back at National Convention in 2018. So it's something that we continue to work on to make sure that we have training and resources and support available for our advisors. We have a brand new advisor chair in the position, BJ Narwald. So you will see her presenting a workshop tomorrow, and then I'm sure throughout the rest of the semester working on a lot of her programming. And then lastly, we will have a lot of fundraising goals to support our students going to nationals. I just wanted to take a moment to highlight all of our staff members, new and old, that have been working on helping develop the region, especially virtually for the past year. It has definitely been quite a unique challenge, but they have risen to it and helped us develop a lot of different virtual resources to help our chapters continue operating. These are just some important dates to remember. I'm sure you have heard about these from your section chairs by now, but just to kind of hit it home, don't forget that active member dues and our spring charter reaffirmation forms, especially if you're an advisory chair, are due on April 15th. Spring Youth Service Day is at the end of April. May 1st is the deadline for service innovation grants and John Mack scholarships, along with your Spring Youth Service Day forms. And then July 31st, there's the Chapter of Excellence, PPOE, and your CAPS forms due. Here are all of the aforementioned Region H staff members in those positions. I also want to give a special shout out to our brand new information officer, which is Katie Paul. She had been serving for the last 2 years as our alumni relations chair, and she'll be helping run a couple of our section business meetings later today. These are a couple of reminders from our national office. If you haven't heard about the NLA, we will talk about this later at the banquet as well. This is an organization that APO has partnered with, and they are offering a certified nonprofit professional course if you are interested in taking that. And this course has a discount for APO members that are interested in taking it. So if you're interested in this and haven't heard about it yet, you can reach out to your local section chair and they can walk you through this program. Here is the registration pricing for National Convention. Your section chair should be going over it with you at your section business meetings, but I just wanted to reiterate that the national website has their page fully updated as well. So if you're looking for info, you can head to that website, and all the info for Phoenix is listed there. Registration should be coming out by the end of April, if not early May. The national office also has this brand new guide to help chapters and volunteers plan for convention, especially when it comes to planning your savings. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, RSAC and NSAC. Thank you to our staff, our chapter advisors, our volunteers, and most importantly, our students for being here this weekend. We have our first workshop starting here very shortly, so I will hop off so that that can get started. All of the links for workshops are on our Region H website. There is a third room that is open all day for service, and that is a very casual room. If you picture yourself at a conference that you can come into at any point, do service with other people if you want to. If there's nobody in the room when you come in, you can take every single hour dedicated to those different organizations and look them up and see how you can be of service virtually. They all have online service opportunities that we can contribute to those organizations, and they were selected by our Region Student Advisory Committee. So enjoy the rest of the day. Thank you all for being here. Take the time to network and get to know each other as much as possible over Zoom, and enjoy the wonderful schedule RSEC put together with some really amazing presenters. So thank you all. Have a great day, and I hope to see you around in some of our workshops today. Have a great day, brothers.